నమస్కారం. డాక్టర్ ఏపీజే అబ్దుల్ కలాం అవుల్ ఫకీర్ జైనులబ్దీన్ అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారి వర్ధంతి సందర్భంగా చిద్గురు గీత మరియు ప్రఖ్యాత పింక్ జాగ్వార్స్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్స్ ప్రొడక్షన్ హౌస్ సంయుక్తంగా అందిస్తున్న నివాళి. జయహో అబ్దుల్ కలాం. కలలు కనండి, ఆ కలలను సాకారం చేసుకోండి. డాక్టర్ ఏపీజే Abdul Kalam.
Good morning and namaskar. I am Subarna and I am the Managing Director of Pink Jaguars Entertainment. Today we are here on the commemoration day, and before I speak any further, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce the company and this magnanimous project, which is the biopic of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Pink Jaguars Entertainment is a film and media production company that's headquartered in Los Angeles, California, and we have multiple offices around the globe in Argentina, Lithuania, Dubai, Southeast Asia, and India. The biopic on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a very prestigious venture and is launched on New Delhi by Shri Prakash Javadekar, which is the Honorable Minister of Information and Broadcasting. This was done on February 9th of this year. Pink Jaguars is absolutely honored and delighted to be hosting Mission Kalam, a dynamic rendezvous to celebrate the life of Dr. Kalam and associations of many eminent individuals who have traveled on this wonderful journey with him. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, we all know, was the 11th President of India. He was honored with many titles and was known to be the Missile Man, a legend, but many individuals.
I would request our next speaker or guest speaker, Dr. V.V. Lakshmi Narayan, former Joint Director, CBI India, to be our next guest of honor and say a few words about Dr. Kalam.
Yeah, very good evening. I think it is good morning there. Yeah, I mean, very happy to be part of this discussion. I mean, in fact, we all remember Dr. Kalam on various fronts. I always call him as a 360-degree man. I mean, you look at it any direction, you find a leader in him, and also a human being, and also great personality. I mean, you can find whatever quality, whatever books you refer from the leadership point of view, you find it in Dr. Kalam. And the most, what I find in him is the most very, very down-to-earth person. I mean, I interacted with him twice. I mean, I met him in Lead India programs. There is an organization called Lead India in Hyderabad, started by Sri Sudarshan Acharya. And the main theme of Lead India is Aap Badho, Desh Ko Badhao. You progress, in the process you take the nation also along with you, and the nation also will progress. So if you want India to progress, first you need to progress at your personal level. That is what it is. And they have designed a wonderful program, especially for the children who are in the schools, so that they can imbibe the qualities right in the beginning of their careers, so that they can take them with them throughout their journey in the life. This is what Dr. Kalam's vision, and also Dr. Kalam always talked about values and principles to be followed. Dr. Kalam always used to tell, when there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in character. When there is beauty in character, there is harmony in home. When there is harmony in home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. That's what Dr. Kalam always used to tell. I mean, we need such type of real leaders, because we have so many film heroes, but we want real heroes to be projected so that a lot of things can be picked up. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. V.V. Lakshmi Narayana. I think that was a great insight on the entire life story of Dr. Kalam. And besides that, I can clearly see that you're following his words to the T, where you have the library of books behind you as your biggest companion. So I think you have gained all your wealth and knowledge from that friendship that you've acquired with them. Thank you so much for your insight. Our next speaker will be Dr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan, from Toronto, Canada, a scientist, and also a very close friend of Dr. Kalam. Dr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan, over to you, sir.
Greetings, friend. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to celebrate the legacy of a great leader, President Kalam. In our life, it was the privilege that we had the opportunity to spend time with him. Got to know him for a year. And privilege and opportunity to bring him to Canada. Since 1973, visit by any senior official from India. So we in Canada got an opportunity to bring Dr. Kalam in 2007, soon after he stepped down as President of India. I don't know how much time do I have to talk, but I'll speak for about 15 minutes. I hope that will be appropriate for this conference. What I want to share with you all is in Kalam we saw a man of utmost humility. After Gandhiji, I'm 80 years old. So when Dr. Kalam left us, he was almost the same age, 81, 82. And in him we saw with utmost humility and his passion always was helping the children and education.
Mr.
Savita.
Major Krishna Kumar from New Jersey, former colleague of Dr. Kalam, who has worked with him on the tank and missiles. So some of these IDs here, unfortunately, are not visible with their names. So if Major Krishna Kumar is with us today, if you can please take over, sir. Major Krishna Kumar from New Jersey.
Hi, good afternoon to everybody. This is Major Krishna Kumar Chari, and I'm here in New Jersey. I run a software company, and I was associated with Dr. Kalam when he was the head of DRDO, as the chairman of DRDO, and not in the capacity when he was the president of India. So during my interaction with him from the 1990 to the 1995, as a young officer, I had about 12 years of service in the military in India, and I came from a tank regiment. So I had done my engineering specialization in tank technology. And DRDO at that time had a program to build the main battle tank of India, which started in the early 80s as a program called Chetak. And when I was brought in from the user side, that being a tank regiment squadron commander, I was baffled by the way he motivated the scientists and us, some of the military people who were involved with the scientists, in getting this program successful. And some key takeaways that I had in my interaction with Dr. Kalam was his humility. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and it has been a great pleasure interacting with you all today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Major Krishna Kumar. I think that was an absolute wonderful insight on this legend being almost a warrior on the war front and being ready to get charge and being ready to do it or, and live it almost, living the entire war front. that was also a wonderful add-on that would be very insightful for our biopic. Our next speaker in line is none other than a frontline award-winning journalist, Mr. Rohit Gandhi, who himself has witnessed India go through the nuclear explosion and the journey of Dr. Kalam after it. Rohit, also a very good friend and a socialist and a social activist and a philanthropist in many sectors. Thank you, Rohit, for being on, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Lolita. Thank you for having me on the show. It's really a privilege to, be able to witness the biopic on President Abdul Kalam being made. I think a lot of people have heard all the tremendous stories of him inviting, for example, the cobbler to his, his opening presidential entry into the president's house. He also, took a small hotel owner and invited him because he would eat at that hotel. And so stories that have always touched people, or taking the kids to the museum when the father couldn't because he was too busy at the DRDO. So people have heard great stories about him, but the story I witnessed happen in front of me was when India, carried out its nuclear explosion. I remember that video very, very clearly. And I was in Delhi at that time. I used to work for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. We were based here. And we were reporting on the story on how India carried out the nuclear explosion. They were right there on site. India's obviously it's gone through tremendous changes in the last few years. And a lot of times, India's credentials as a country capable of handling multiple religions has been talked about, and a lot of the times the secularism has been questioned. And I think Abdul Kalam standing front and center and talking about about nation first, about the secular nature of the nation, kind of made a lot of sense. And I think these are all points that people want to hear as we move forward, and these are issues people want to hear about. And I think certainly Abdul J. Kalam will certainly stand out as one of those people.
Thank you so much, Rohit. I think that was great insight again as a journalist and having been in the front line. Our next speaker is the much awaited director of the biopic, our director, who is a true example of living very, very many of Kalam's ideals and his idealism that he follows, and he works 24/7. I call him an energized bunny. Over to you, Jagdish Daneti ji, for the wonderful delivery of
as a special
what
case,
your
they've
biopic is.
extended. That's why they've given it.
Without much ado, over to you, Jagdish Daneti ji, to give a clear insight on this most awaited biopic on Abdul Kalam.
Good morning and good evening.
Come, I muted my video.
Okay. Today we are all meeting for a session like Memories of the Immortal President. It is an emotional day and it's a happy day because one of the very favorite words for me in this world is love. When I was studying in my college, so many people used to define love. I read in a book, love is indefinable, but that writer is very, very wise, I believe. He said love is indefinable. At the same time, he said, I can't remain without defining love. And he tried to define love. He gave a definition. Love is something. You are in love with someone. When you are able to close your eyes, still you are able to see a person, though the person is not before you. So you are in love with that person. That is as simple as that. A very simple definition I want to give. So that is one of my very good definitions of my life. Today, Dr. Kalam is not physically with us, before us, but Dr. Kalam is in us, around us, and we are breathing him, we are all talking to him. many great people, though it is 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m., and people from Dubai and here also in US it's a working day, but still people are very selectively the people came, and I'm very happy for this particular Zoom window because each and every person who is visible here, we choose very sensibly with our small a piece of insight. We choose the people very selectively. And before going to the Kalam part, it is not that as this is a session about Kalam, we should only talk about Dr. Kalam. It's not something like that because I'm going to show the things with my very gentle and careful attempts in the biopic. I want to mention about one very simple person who is available in this Zoom session. That is Honorable Shri V.V. Lakshminarayana. My first interaction with Mr. V.V. Lakshminarayana is in Hyderabad when he was invited for an International Women's Day celebration. He's a guest. And I was also sharing the stage with him. And luckily, that is the first time I heard about him. By that time, if I'm not wrong, he was working as the Joint Director CBI. So I was sharing the stage. So that time I was not the director, I was the writer in Telugu film industry. So I felt very fortunate. So I want to ask his contact number, and so I want to be friends with him because I'm definitely his fan. Like many people, many youngsters. So the session completed. I'll tell what he speaks, the main point, what I liked. So in that auditorium, many women are there. So every woman, every man is talking. There is some police station. We have some police station. For every police station, we need a person like Lakshminarayana. We need a cop, a super cop like V.V. Lakshminarayana. So mostly because it's a very common point and everyone talking about the same thing. And this great gentleman's turn came and I was excited. What is this guy is going to tell? And Lakshminarayana said, the people are all asking for your police station, I should be the head. And persons like me should be the head cop or something. And he said, please don't expect a police station in your locality or community. Please expect a locality without a police station, without the need of a police station. You're in an idea that you should need a police station means you are expecting a crime. You are expecting some wrong. When there is no crime, when there is no wrong in the society, there is no need of a police station. Obviously, any government, anything will almost be a turn off kind of situation. Honorable Lakshminarayana ji, basing on that particular line, I developed a script called Alexander alias Venkateswarlu. Actually, so that is a rom-com. The base line is that he is an assistant commissioner of police, Alex, the ACP Alex. There is the control room is rusted. No need of 100 people there. No complaints. And police are happily doing 9 to 5 job. No very risky things. Just like a happy school teacher, the police are enjoying the time because ACP Alex is there. So no, I mixed up something. Why I'm mentioning here is many kalams are there in us. So I'm finding many kalams here. Many people are asking, and one lady, Ina Sarkar. So I remember because in the window. So she was also asking what is the point or something. I am a very commercial guy. So I can't take and I don't want to take offbeat films or a documentary kind of films. Dr. Kalam's like many people are asking, hey, you are a commercial guy. You wrote a script, Hypnotist, and I declared Kalinga War. So yeah, many Indians, so it's a combination of Indian and American combination. And many people asking why you picked it, because it's a dry subject. There is no romance, there is no comedy, there is no nothing. So why the people will be feeling bored? And I feel pity for them now. I'm telling, because Dr. Kalam is an ocean. He is a man of emotions. Maybe in a government office, if a ruling party is the leader of the ruling party's photograph is to be displayed, there will be obviously a pressure. Keep this photograph on your wall. But voluntarily today, almost every officer, I can say this, in some or the other way, is keeping Dr. Kalam's photo either in the FB wall or in the form of a book or on the wall or somewhere or the other. And I also, I'm mentioning because I openly declared I am Lakshmi Narayanaji's fan. Okay, so one student asked, if I'm not wrong, asked him, "Sir, do you have a Facebook account?" Long back. He said, "I don't have a Facebook account." What? You are J.D. Lakshmi Narayana and you don't have a Facebook account? Then Lakshmi Narayanaji asked, "You have a Facebook account?" "Yes." "Yeah, I have." That student replied, maybe girl, I believe, but I don't know. "So I have a Facebook account and I have," how many friends you have in that? Some 600, I don't remember the figure, but definitely 100. And he asked, "Okay, Ma, you do one thing. You are a student. Tomorrow you post in your Facebook that I am in dire need of money for my education something. So I need 500 rupees from each person for a good cause of my education. So this is my account number. So please transfer." Then he is very sure no one is going to transfer, because in Facebook no one will transfer just like that. If you just come up with a problem, no one will. Then he said, "See, Ma, I have a face and I have a book." So he is having many books behind him. He is not having one book, and he is a man of books. Seriously. So now why I am telling is, so in the same way, Dr. Kalam is a living, walking library, a man of emotions, man of love, and the most funniest man, I believe, because I don't need a comedian in the film, because the character Dr. Kalam can make the audience laugh from his cute gestures, and he is giving a speech. "Hey, you!" So that particular body language, why when any Telugu audience or maybe in Tamil audience are there, but some Vadivelu from Tamil and from Brahmanandam Garu for Telugu, "Hey, manam Brahmanandam Gadu." So, attachment is that much. And for maybe for megastar Chiranjeevi or some Pawan Kalyan or from Salman Khan, there may be some restricted fans, maybe some groups of fans are there. But comedians, universal fan following. In the same way, it is not a cheap thing, it is a great thing. He gets connected to children. He gets connected to a simple man. He never bothered for a rich person or a very big politician or a power man. That is what I understand about Kalam. And what I am going to show, many people and many media now on this auspicious occasion, and many nice hearts are there. I will tell what I am going to show. I just don't want to show in 1931, 15th October he took birth, on 27th July into 2015 he died. It's not it. That part will be there anyway. But as Lakshmi Narayan-ji, as the way you said, how Mr. Jalaluddin, his great father, incorporated a culture, the scope of culture in him. How he is brought up is there. What are the main essence of his brought up, the education, and so finally, though he is not a politician, though he is not a rich man transferring millions or billions of rupees to anyone thing, everyone and particularly youth, very difficult to handle. Very difficult to handle. So youth are the main fans for a grand old man. That is the biggest surprise, and that point I want to show. Why he became a youth icon, why he is a legend, a genuine, why he's made from masses, he's made from people. He's not just made by media, or he's not made by some power or money. He's made by people. So that is what I really want to show. So that is what I want to show, an emotional journey and an attached journey of Dr. Kalam. So I'm very fortunate to handle this project, and I really need the blessings of all citizens of my motherland, India. I'm sitting in Los Angeles here, and someone said, I don't know, that I'm the first Indian filmmaker who is doing a straight Hollywood commercial feature film. So now more responsibility on my shoulders. So I need blessings from my Indian fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, and my Indian friends, because I'm the smallest man in the world's list. So I need your blessings, I need your support, because I'm handling a legendary, a living legend, and I kept that name. He is not people's president, he's already there. And I really want to, my first success point, what I released, now I got a great applause. The Indian version of Dr. Kalam's biopic is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In America, maybe, who is Kalam? Some a small boy may not be knowing. That is why, what should be the title? What should be the title? What should be the title? Then my wonderful elder brother, Mr. Ponraj Velaichami, who traveled 23 years as a great advisor to Dr. Kalam, and who is living and breathing Dr. Kalam, unlike few people who are just using Dr. Kalam's name to make money or to make their identity. This great gentleman, when I asked, he did not ask me money. He asked, are you sure you want to make Dr. Kalam's script? Then he made all the great grand litmus tests on me, and I loved that way he tested me, because he wanted to check whether, if some material is given into my hands, whether I can handle it or not. So thank you, Dr. Ponraj. So I'm very, very happy. So this is the kind of stuff what is going on. And The Immortal President is the title what I kept for the Hollywood version. And I'm getting nice comments. So it is very nice title, very nice title. So the first success is already achieved, and I'm really feeling everywhere this is not a lie, because I did many commercial scripts, and yeah, everything is lined up, but this particular script is I'm not able to sleep. I'm having a sweet sleepless nights. Dr. Kalam is in me, and his soul is traveling with me. And today I'm fortunate to have a big list of people who traveled with Kalam. And on this emotional day, as a very eminent gentleman and many eminent people are here, I want to read one message what I got from a person called Mr. Gopal Swami. Gopal Swami is a person who traveled with Dr. Kalam for decades. And when I got the name, I don't depend on my assistants or managers when I want to contact someone. I contacted Mr. Ponraj directly, no assistant business, no build-up and nothing. In the same way, I first texted to Gopala Swami, and he replied back. I very genuinely texted. So I'm so and so, I'm handling a biopic of Dr. Kalam. I'm the writer and director, so this is the matter. And PMO really supported this. I'm thankful to the governments of India and USA and Narendra Modi ji. I'm very grateful to you, sir. And PMO really referred, and Honorable Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Prakash Javadekar, extended his blessing support like anything. And really, because I don't want this biopic to be launched in Los Angeles. I was dreaming, I was convincing the Hollywood team, can you please come to my Hastina? Can you please, because my land, Dr. Kalam's land, I want the launch to be in India, in New Delhi. So, though that is an election time, local election time, on 9th of February, Honorable INB Minister and everyone supported, and yeah, the Hollywood team came, and yes, we could, Indian land brought the Hollywood there and announced, because Dr. Kalam did that. Dr. Kalam did that. Dr. Hariyappan Palli, please welcome. So, and I want to read that thing. I requested him, sir, I'm doing this, these are the photographs, launch is happening, so I need your support and all. Then he texted me, dear respected Jagdish ji, I am 84 years old. Recently I got heart attack. I am on bed of surgery, and recently my surgery was done, and my 2 ventricles are dysfunctional. Very soon I will be dying. I know that. I will be reaching Dr. Kalam wherever he is. And yesterday, just yesterday, I was in deep grief. I am missing Dr. Kalam. And the next day, means today, I got a mail from you. This is the magic of Dr. Kalam. And he said, I am not proper in my health. I cannot talk. I cannot WhatsApp. Can you please send every communication to my computer? Because I have a desktop which has been with me and Dr. Kalam for 51 years. So I will pick all the material. And before I die, I want to pull some material, some wonderful material, and I want to give it to your hands. You are blessed, and my consciousness is telling me you'll be making a wonderful film. So I have no words. Now I am becoming emotional. So while reading that message, tears rolled out. And I read that message to Ms. Suvarna, the managing director of King Jaguar Center. She was quite emotional and was crying because Dr. Kalam is there. Dr. Kalam is traveling. So it is an emotional journey. So it cannot be calculated by money or hit, but or no. This is the soul of India. This is because the Kalamism is there. So Kalam's ideology, I want to spread that. So that's all from my side. And just I need your blessings. Thank you very much.